الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه وأمته أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين صدق الله العظيم وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم نضر الله امرأ سمع مقالتي فوعاها ثم أداها كما سمعها فرب مبلغ أو عام سامع أو كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Respected brothers, elders, this kind of gathering, this is gathering of ibadah. Because listening the talk of the deen, it is also ibadah. How to haqq come in our heart, how to truth come to our heart, there is no way except listening. There is no way except listening. That's why Maulana Yusuf Sir Hamdar used to say कि हक समझाया जाता है, हक सुनाया जाता है, कि हक दिखाया नहीं जाता. How to understand the haq? So someone make you understand. Because there is no way how to haq come to our heart. There is no way except listening. And batil, कि बातिल दिखाया जाता है. कि बातिल means batil is, showing you something. If you do this, we will give you this. If you do this, we will give you this. तुम ये करोगे तो ये मिलेंगे, ये करोगे तो ये मिलेंगे. कि हक दिखाया नहीं जाता. Haq is not like this. To come haq in our heart, that is the way is listening and make understanding. Al-jannatu haq, wan-naru haq. Jannat is haq hai, Jahannam is haq hai, Jannat is haq, Jahannam is haq, and Nar is haq. Does anyone see that? No, nobody see that. Nobody see the Jahannam and Jannah. Was-sa'atu haq. The day of judgment is the haq. Nobody see that. Wan-nabiyyuna haq. All the Anbiya alayhimu sallam, they are haq. Nobody see that. So how to understand these haq things, how to come in our heart? There is no way except listening. And batil will make you, show you this. That's why the black magician of Fir'aun, they asked Fir'aun, what we can have if we succeed in our show. What we can have? So what Fir'aun said, قال نعم إذا لمن المقربين. हाँ तुम्हें बहुत कुछ मिलेगा, फिर तो तुम हमारे मुकर्रबीन में से हो जाओगे. If you succeed in your show, you are very close, for us. So batil, every time they will showing you, they will make you greedy person. they will promise you, you can have this and this and this. We will give you this. This is no way of the haqq. The way of haqq is listening. The way of haqq is make understanding. That's why, dear respected Islam, this is the majalis of the ibadat. Because listening haqq is also ibadat. And how to listening? Dear respected Islam, with paying attention. Allah said in the Quran, فَبَشِّرْ عِبَادٍ فَبَشِّرْ عِبَادٍ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَهُ. Ye khushkhabari suna do. Give glad tidings. Give glad tidings. For whom? فَبَشِّرْ عِبَادٍ. For those, my slave, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ. Those are listening the deen of the talk of the deen by paying attention, not just listening. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used alladhina yastami'un. He didn't say the yasma'un. He said yastami'un. Ab ifti'al. Yastami'un. With paying attention. With paying attention. This is my need. I have to listen there. Whenever we go to the lawyer, anybody feels sleepy when they're listening to the lawyer? No? Nobody sleepy. Because you have to pay. You have to pay for the minute and second. When you go to the doctor is talking something, you feel you sleeping? No, you never sleep. Why? Because you think, I need, whatever doctor is saying. Whatever the lawyer is saying, attorney is saying. So, my dear Islam, doctors is for your health, and the deen of talk is for your hidayat. We need it. Who is talking, he need also. Who is listening, they need also. We need deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. हम अल्लाह के दीन के हम मोहताज हैं. That's why Allah said in the Quran, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ لِلْفُقَرَاءِ. Ye sadaqat to fakiron ke liye hai. The sadaqat is for the fakir, for the needy people. Shaykh Rishabli Thani rahimahullah used to say, the sadaqah of iman, the sadaqah of taqwa, the sadaqah of tawakkul, only those people can have. They have desire and they have true desire. इसके अंदर तलब होगा अल्लाह ताला उन्हें ईमान का सदका, तकवे का सदका, तवक्कुल का सदका अल्लाह उनको देंगे. Not for everyone. That's why, my dear respect of Islam, Allah says الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلِ. So we have to listening first by paying attention. I need it, and I have to listen from beginning to the end. Because when you listen complete, so you can act upon complete. If you listen incomplete, how you can act upon completely? الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلِ. The first responsibility is listening the talk of the deen. And our listening is not for just listening, dear respect of Islam. Our listening is for the action. فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَ. Allah said they are not listening, only listening, because this is the time, a lot of people are listening a lot of things. Things are on, and the sound is coming, and he is sleeping, and things are going. That's why life is not changing. Life is not changing. Last night, one brother, he came to me and he asked, MashaAllah, listening, deen is very nice, brother, but when you act upon it, it feels different, he said. When you act upon it, he said, that is you can have the truly feeling. So our listening is not just only listening. Allah said, فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَا. कि जो दीन की बात को दिल के कान से सुनते हैं और उसको अच्छी तरीके से अमल करते हैं. They are listening or not just for listening. They are listening is, their purpose of listening is, what is the intention? The intention is, I will act upon it in excellent way. I will. My listening is not just for listening, but my listening is to act upon it in excellent way. Because, whenever we act upon, there is two ways. One is, like, just get rid of it. तो एक सर से उतार दो, खत्म करो, जल्दी जल्दी करो नमाज, जल्दी जल्दी करो. The one way is I have to make it in excellent way. Like, in everything we need excellent thing. We need excellent thing. The clothes excellent, the car excellent, the dress excellent, the house excellent. So amal also excellent. Amal not like, just get rid of it. एक बोझ था सर से जैसे भी उतार दो. No, this is amal. This is for you. If you get rid of it, whatever you get rid of it, you can have, before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ये आपका अमल है, आपको दोबारा मिलेगा ये. Al-qabru sanduqul amal, कि कब्र is the box of the amal. Whatever amal you send, you can have same amal. If you make it worse, you can have the worst amal. If you make it excellent, you can have the excellent amal. And this is, this is for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This amal is for who? For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you buy for some of your beloved any gift, any present, how you will buy? The best thing. The best thing and the best way, the excellent thing. ये किसके लिए है? ये तो मेरी बेटी के लिए है. ये तो मेरे बेटे के लिए है. This is for my beloved daughter. This is for my beloved son. This is for my beloved wife. So you will buy like random things? No, you will buy the excellent things. You will buy the best things. So here amal is for who? For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to make, the best way. This is for my Allah, the one who created you, the one who gave you everything. Akhluqu wa yashkuru siwa'i. Akhluqu. Ya ibadi. Ya ibadi. I am the one who created you. But वयाबुदु गैरी, तू मेरी नहीं सुनता, किसी और की सुनता है. पैदा मैंने तुम्हें किया, तुम सुनता किसी और की है. I am created you and you are listening not to me, and you listening to someone. Is fair? It's not fair. ये तो नाइंसाफी है. अर्जुक व यशकुरु सिवाई. In hadith qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, अर्जुक व यशकुरु सिवाई, के खिलाता तुम्हें मैं हूँ और शुक्र किसी और की करता है. I am the one, who provide you the provision, who provide you the sustenance. But you make shukr for the someone. You make shukr for the someone. You never forget, their favor. I am the one, who gave you food and everything, and every single minute, whatever you need, I am the one who provide you. लेकिन तू शुक्र किसी और की करता है. अकलहुम फी मदाजिरिहिम कअन्नहुम लम यासूनी. सारा दिन मेरी नाफरमानियां करता है, और जब तुम थक हार के रात को आता है तो मैं तुम्हें ऐसे प्यार की नींद सुला देता हूँ जैसे कि तुमने दिन भर कोई कुछ किया ही नहीं. Whole day you are committing sin, you do this, you disobeying Allah. And in the end of the night, you came back very tired. Allah never did with you, this my slave is disobeying me, entire day. Okay, now I will give him punishment. Allah said, no. Even you are being very busy in disobeying me, throughout the day. But I am the one who gives you very sweet sleeping. And you feel tired, and you after that you start snoring and you fell asleep. Dear respected, this is our Allah. That's why for him we are doing everything, we worshipping, we going in the path of Allah. That's why, my dear respect in Islam, first of all, فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنًا. We have to make our amal in excellent way. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَأَحْسِنُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. कि अच्छी तरह अमल करो. Shaykh Thanwi rahimahullah, he translates amazing. He said, وَأَحْسِنُوا, कि अच्छी तरह अमल करो, इसलिए कि अच्छी तरह अमल करने वालों से अल्लाह मोहब्बत करते हैं. Whenever you make any amal, do it in excellent way. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves those people whoever act upon, in excellent way. And every single amal we needed. Every single amal, even zikr, even dua, even salah, even sadaqah, whatever amal we do, we have to make it, in excellent way. Because this is for us, and this is for my beloved Allah. فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنًا. So whoever listening the talk of the deen, by paying attention, number one. Number two, they are listening and not just for listening. So that's why, my dear Islam, whenever we listen the deen, talk of the deen, my intention is, I have to act upon it in excellent way. Allah said, after that, what they can have? What is the reward for them? فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنًا أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ. Allah said, कि यही लोग हैं जिन्हें Allah खुद इन्हें हिदायत देंगे. These people, they can have the guidance and hidayat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah hidayat denge. Ulaika alladhina hadahumullah wa ulaika hum ulul albab. They are the real, intelligent people. Allah said the intellectual is, they have. So dear respected in Islam, my dear, why we are listening? The listening is for the deen, and how to deen come in our life, and how to come the concern of the deen in our life. Because, my dear respect in Islam, the life is very short, the life is very temporary, the life is very short life. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us very short life. So for what? To fulfill the responsibilities. To fulfill the responsibilities. What is our responsibility? The responsibility is the responsibility of the deen, and how do deen come in my life, how do deen come in my community, how do deen come in my family, how do deen come in my environment, or how do deen come in whole entire country and whole entire world. This is our responsibility. This is our responsibility. And according to fulfilling responsibilities, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you. Al-ma'unatu ta'ati ala qadri al-ma'una. कि अल्लाह की मदद जो आती है वो जिम्मेदारी पूरी करने के बकदर आती है. The madad of Allah, the nusrat of Allah, the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming according to how you can put responsibility on your head. If you are avoid from the taking responsibilities, you cannot have the help of Allah. बयान भी कोई और कर लो, खिदमत भी कोई और कर लो, वो भी दूसरा कर लो, मेरा काम नहीं है. Do other people do this? I am avoiding the responsibility of the deen. So how can he have the help of Allah? The help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking the responsibilities. How much you take the responsibility of the deen, Allah will help you. Inna Allah nasiru dinihi, कि Allah अपने दीन के खुद मददगार है. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who help his deen by himself. If you help deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will help you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you. So first responsibility is how this deen is come in my life. How this deen is come in my life. This is the first responsibilities. how our life become according to the Sunnah and Sharia. This is the first, first our target. Because without deen, the life become messed up and the life become worse. Because this deen is the only way deen can bring in our life rahmat of Allah, mercy of Allah, blessing of Allah, nusrat of Allah, everything. If you don't have the deen, if we don't have the deen, we become miserable person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take it back everything from you. The first responsibility is, my dear respect of Islam, this deen how to come in my life. This deen how to come in my life. Our every single amal and action must be according to the Sunnah and Sharia. Sunnah and Sharia. What Sunnah said, what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, what Sharia said, what Allah said. Because whenever we act upon anything according to the deen, the barakat of the deen will come in our manners, in our matters. Even you are sitting in the shop, but you are buying and selling according to the deen, that things become ibadat. Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala, he used to say, aswaquna kamasajidina, कि हमारे बाजारें तो हमारे मस्जिदों की तरह है. Our masajid, our bazaar, our market is like our masajid. In masajid, we all are obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Same thing. If I am sitting in the shop, I am sitting in my walk, what is my responsibility? My responsibility is how I can fulfill the command of Allah. Even I am walking, but you are worshipping Allah if you are fulfilling the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are at the job, but you are fulfilling the command of Allah, you are in ibadat. You are in ibadat. That's why millions, every single amal we make the ibadat is impossible without sunnah and sharia. Without sunnah and sharia. What is the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What is the way of the deen? That's why, my dear respect in Islam, to learn this is sunnah, to learn this is sharia, we need the ilm. We need the ilm. We need the ilm. Ilm will guide you what is the sunnah and what is the sharia. And whoever act upon the sunnah and whoever act upon the sharia, so he can have the barakat of the sunnah. One of the narration, Man hafiza sunnati a'tahumullahu arba'a khisalin, कि जो कोई मेरी सुन्नतों की हिफाजत करता है, अल्लाह ताला उन्हें 4 खसलतें अता फरमाते हैं. 4 खसलतें. 4. Whoever protect my sunnah, whoever protect my sunnah, a'tahumullahu arba'a khisalin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide for that person 4 prize. 4 prize and 4 virtues. Number 1, al-mahabbatu fil barara. नेकोकारों की दिल में अल्लाह तुम्हारी मोहब्बत डालेंगे. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put your muhabbat, your love in heart of the righteous people. Because it's against whoever disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala secretly. Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala used to say, Allah will put your hatred, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put your hatred in heart of the people. कोई देख तो नहीं रहा, मैं देख लूं, मैं ये कर लूं, मैं वो कर लूं, लेकिन अल्लाह तो देख रहा है. Allah is looking to you. Nobody is looking to you. You are doing something which is disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make against you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put your hatred, your animosity in heart of the people. People will hate you. Because heart is in the heart, in the heart of Allah subhanahu, in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I disobey secretly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's what Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu ta'ala used to say, someone disobeying and committing sin, and he feel like hesitate, oh, maybe someone looking to me, and the curtain is, start shaking, and we feel hesitate. So this feeling hesitation is worse than by disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you feel nobody, someone is looking to me, this feeling is worse than the sin which is you committed now. जो गुनाह तुम अभी कर रहे हो, इस गुनाह से बदतर है ये जो feeling होना. Because you think someone is looking to me, the one who is looking to you, he's looking to you every time. He's looking to you every time. He knows what you are looking. He knows what you are listening. He knows what you are, even whatever thoughts are not coming in my heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know about that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know about that. Allah know it. What you will think about now. So dear respected in Islam, that's why we have to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking to me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is listening to me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know what I am doing. And my all decision, my all matter is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why I am trying to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our all matter is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Khaliq. He is the creator of my all condition. He is the creator of my all condition. Dear respected brothers in Islam. First of all, listening the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and act upon it. So first of all, whoever act upon the sunnah, what Allah will give you? Al-mahabbatu fil barara. Allah will put your love in the righteous people's heart. And whoever disobey Allah in secretly, Allah will put your animosity in heart of the people. People become against you. Your boss become against you. Your teacher become against you. Your employer become against you. If you are disobeying and committing sin in secretly, nobody is looking to me, nobody is listening to me, but Allah is listening to you. Allah is looking to me. Allah know everything what you are doing. Number 2, al-mahabbatu fil barara wal haybatu fil fasaqa. The second thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put your haiba, your fear, in heart of the fasiq and fajr, in heart of the sinners, whoever disobeyed Allah. If you are act upon the sunnah, Allah will put your fear in their heart. आज हमारी ईमान की कमजोरी की वजह से क्या है कि हम फासिक फाजिरों को राजी करने के लिए सुन्नत की जिंदगी छोड़ते हैं. Today our iman is going down. That's why we are afraid of how to please those people who are committing sin day and night. That's why we are living the life of the sunnah. कि वो हमें पता नहीं मुसलमान समझ जाएंगे, फिर वो हमें पता नहीं ये समझ जाएंगे, वो समझ जाएंगे. हम सुन्नत को छोड़ते हैं फासिकों को राजी करने के लिए. But my dear husband in Islam, whenever we act upon the sunnah, Allah will put our fear in their heart. This is the the real way, because the heart is not in every hand. The heart is only in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the third prize, whatever act upon the sunnah, वस्सिअतु फिर रिज़्क़. अल्लाह हमारी रोजी के अंदर बरकतें लाएंगे, रोजी के अंदर बरकतें लाएंगे. Whoever act upon the sunnah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put barakah in our sustenance. Allah बरकतें देंगे. सुन्नतों से बरकतें आती है. सुन्नतों से बरकतें आती है. Because of the act upon the sunnah, the barakat is coming. Every sunnah which is related by ibadat, which is related by our dealing, which is related by our social life, which is related, our daily life. Every sunnah. This is the purpose of the da'wah in Allah. Maulana Ilyas Sahab, he used to say, people asking him, why you are doing this effort? Why you are doing this effort? आप ये काम क्यों करते हैं? फरमाया, इहयाउ जमी मा जाअ बिही नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, कि मैं वो सब कुछ जिंदा करना चाहता हूँ जो रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम लेकर आए. My purpose about doing this effort is to make alive whatever Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought for us. This is the purpose of our job, our effort of the da'wah, to make alive the every single sunnah. So whenever we make alive the sunnah, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give barakah in our sustenance. And number 4, was-sabatu ala ad-din. चौथा प्राइस क्या है कि अल्लाह ताला दीन पर इस्तिकामत नसीब फरमाएंगे. चौथा प्राइस, number 4 prize, whoever acts upon the sunnah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give steadfastness, istiqamat on your deen. Deen become easy. Deen become easy for you when we act upon the sunnah. So dear respected in Islam, first of all, our responsibility is to make alive the sunnah in my life. So life become easy, life become blissful, and life become, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you in our daily life. Allah subhanahu, because of the sunnah, making alive the sunnah. And whatever we are claiming, oh, I love the Allah, I love Rasulullah, is incorrect if you are not act upon the sunnah. If you are not act upon the sunnah. If anyone claiming, I love Rasulullah, but he is not act upon on the sunnah. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Man ahya sunnati faqad ahabbani. जिसने मेरी सुन्नतों को जिंदा किया, उसने मेरे साथ मोहब्बत की. वो सुन्नतों को जिंदा नहीं करता, वो अपनी मोहब्बत में झूठे हैं, सच्चे नहीं है. Whoever act upon the sunnah in his claiming, he is true. Ya Rasulullah, I love you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, yes, he is truly love me. He is truly love me. Man ahya sunnati faqad ahabbani. वमन अहब्बनी कान माया फिल जन्ना. जो इस दर्जे की मेरे से मोहब्बत करता है, वो जन्नत में मेरे साथ होगा. Whoever love me in this way, he will become together with me in the Jannah. अंबिया की घोष वाली जन्नत में मिलेंगे. We can have the neighborhood of Anbiya alayhi wassalam in the Jannah. So dear respected Islam, if we are saying we love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but we are not act upon the sunnah, in this claiming I am not correct, I am wrong. But if I act upon the sunnah, I make alive the sunnah, dear respected Islam, we are truly person in the eye of Allah. We love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam truly. So my dear respected, first responsibility is our life becomes sunnat and sharia. This is the first way. To know the sunnat and sharia, we have to relate it by ilm and by ilm of the ulama. By ilm of the ulama. This is we need it. Because there is no anbiya will come to you. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last messenger. After Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there is no nabi, no sahaba. All are they gone to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now who will tell you the haqq and truth? Ulama. The inheritor of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will tell you, they will guide you. The Quran and Hadith. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect every single nukta even is protected, our Quran. Why? Because, there is no Nabi will come after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why we need the ilm of the ulama. That's why we need to relate it by ilm of the ulama. We need to ask. Whenever we start, we have to ask. Who? Google? Not Google. Ulama. Google has a lot of things. How you know, whenever I become sick, I never, open the Google and search the, medicine. I call the doctor. Because, Google cannot tell you. It can tell you even, not like what kind of amount I have to use. There's a lot of things are, separate in the Google. What is true, what is correct, what is incorrect, what is wrong, what is mistaken, what is, correct. How you can understand? This is this time we are facing, whenever we start, we are trying to understanding from some way. No, my dearest brothers in Islam, this is not mizaj of the deen. The mizaj of the deen is, whenever we stuck in our deen, we have to ask from our ulama. Innama shifa'ul ayyi as-su'al. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Innama shifa'ul ayyi as-su'al. Ke pareshan hal ka ilaj to puchna hai. If someone become confused, what is the way? The way of confusion is not like leaving the amal. The way of confusion is ask. Okay, I stuck now. What I supposed to do? Make mashwara. Ask about the deen with ulama and with scholars. They are inherited of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will tell you what is the truth and what is the haq. That's why our Hadith rahmatullah alayhi, he used to say in our last Bukhari dars, he said, किसी काम की हक होने की निशानी ये है कि उस वक्त के उलमाए हक उस काम के साथ है कि नहीं है. Any effort of the deen is haq or not. How you can understand? How you can decide? So Hadith rahmatullah, he used to say, the statement of Shaykh Hussain Ahmad Madani rahimahullah, how you can understand? So he said, the ulama, the haq ulama of that time is helping and supporting that effort of deen or not. Look there. If they are supporting, this is the haq. If they are not supporting, you must know, this is not haq, this is the wrong way. Very, very straight to the point. The ulama haq is supporting, this is the haq. The ulama haq is not supporting, this is not haq. So that's why, my dearest Islam, to learn the deen and sunnah and sharia, we have to relate it with ilm. Batil, remember my dear respect in Islam, Batil is trying how to make separate between ulama and between awam. This is the first Batil effort. हमें तो उनके इल्म की जरूरत ही नहीं है. नहीं, my dear Islam, this is that's why Maulana Ilyas Rahmatullah used to say कि मैं इस काम से उलमा और अवाम के दरमियान जो खलीज है उसको खत्म करना चाहता हूँ. Through this effort, I want to get rid of those khalij and those barriers which is between ulama and awam. I want to get rid of all of the barriers. Ulama going to the awam and awam coming to the ulama. This is the way. Ulama is not waiting the awam. No, ulama going to the awam and awam is coming to the ulama. I want to get rid of those barriers which is between ulama and awam. Through this effort, I want to get rid of all of the barrier. Dear respected Islam. That's why the first responsibility is we need to learn the deen, and our life must be according to sunnah and sharia. This is first responsibilities. And the second responsibility is, my dear respected Islam, how do this deen come in my life, and how do this deen come in my family, in my environment, in my community. This is also our responsibilities. This is our responsibility. If you are going, mashallah, around the world, sometime in Argentina, sometime in Brazil, sometime in America, but your family is away from the deen, its meaning is you have not concern of the deen. सारी दुनिया पे जो मेहनत कर रहे हैं, हमारा फैमिली ही दीन के मुताबिक नहीं है, इसका मतलब है कि हम अपनी चर्चा करवा रहे हैं, दीन की मेहनत नहीं करवा रहे हैं. We are looking for our fame, going around the world, and there is no deen in my family life. Its meaning is you are looking for the fame. You have not truly concerned, we have not truly concerned about our family. My dear Islam, this is our, because Allah will ask tomorrow, in the day of judgment, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. ईमान वालों, अपने आप को, अपने घर वालों को दोज़ख की आग से बचा लो. The people of the believers, protect yourself and your family, your ahl, from the fire of the Jahannam. What is the way? How to protect our family? We protect, our family from the cold, from the heat, from the hunger. So we need to protect them from the fire of the Jahannam. What is the way? Ali Raziyallahu Ta'ala used to say that the way is Allimuhum al-khair, कि उनको खैर सिखाओ, उनको दीन सिखाओ. The way is teach them about the deen, and the way is teach them about the khair. अब जैसे हम अपने बच्चों को सर्दी से बचाते हैं, जैसे हम अपने बच्चों को गर्मी से बचाते हैं, फाके से बचाते हैं, ऐसे ही उनको जहन्नम की आग से भी बचाओ. कि मेरी बच्चा सो रहा है, ऊपर ब्लैंकेट डालता है, क्या उसको सर्दी ना लग जाए. My kid is sleeping, so if he is feeling cold, I put the blanket on him. But my kid is going the way of the Jahannam. I have no time for them. I have no time for them. I have no fikr for them. Our kids is becoming, every day, become atheists, become this, become that. I have no time from my job and from my work. I have to earning. What we will do with this earning if my family is going to the Jahannam? क्या करना है हमें इस कमाई से? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him tomorrow in the day of judgment, I give you as a amana, as a trust in your hand, this family, what you did, with them. Our responsibility is teaching and guiding. The hidayat is in hand of Allah. We will try our best. We will guide them. We will try them. But our hidayat is in hand of Allah. Allah will guide them. But our responsibility is we have to try in our best. हमें अपनी पूरी कोशिश करनी है, अपना पूरा जोर लगाना है कि to protect them, our family, our environment. That's why we need to make, our environment of the house according to the deen, according to the sunnah and sharia. Our kids, they must related by the deen and by the masajid. By the masajid, by the madaris, by the makatib, by the ulama. We should teach our family. That's why we need in our houses, deen and the effort of the deen. And because if they don't know about the deen, how they can support you? How they can support you? If you are not working on your family, you are going around the wall. You are going around the wall. Because of one statement of your wife, your kids become against you. तेरा बाप तो जाता ही रहता है, तुम लोगों का तो ख्याल करता ही नहीं है. एक बात काफी है, खत्म. Just because of one statement of your wife, the kids become against you. वो 3 दिन में जब जाएंगे ना, हम उस वक्त शादी कर लेंगे. Whenever they go in the path of Allah 3 days or 40 days, okay, we will set up, our wedding things, and because he is not present here, this will happen. If I am doing, effort of the deen only by myself, I am ignoring from my family, this will happen. Our family become against, they become boring with you. They become boring with you. ये क्या कर रहे हैं? No, my dear respected. That's why we have to make dua. That's why we have to make dua. رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ. Ya Allah, make my family, my kids, coolness of my eye. What is the meaning of that? Coolness of my eye. Imam Hassan Basri rahimahullah, he made the tafsir, he explained that coolness of our eye meaning is you are looking to your kids and they are worshipping Allah and they are obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is, this is the coolness of your eye. This is coolness of your eye. your kids is, listen, obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are worshipping, they are doing ibadat, they are going in the path of Allah. This is coolness of your eye. So my dear respected Islam, this is second responsibility. We have to take care of, like the way we are take care about their sustenance, about their eating, about their, sleeping, about their house, and about their other education. Same way, we have to take care about their deen and how to protect them from fire of the Jahannam. This is our responsibility. This is our response. That's why we need to make alive all of the sunnah in our houses. We must become role model, first person, in our house. That's why Sahaba used to say, As-salahu min Allah wal adabu min al-aba. दुरुस्तगी वो अल्लाह की तरफ से है और अदब वो माँ बाप की तरफ से चलता है. दुरुस्तगी, the righteousness is coming from Allah, but adab, the manners is coming from your parents. Whatever adab you have, your kid will learn. If you are praying, they will pray. You are reading Quran, they will reading Quran. If you are remembering Allah, they will remembering Allah. If you are related by ilm, they will related by ilm. If you are not praying and you are saying, why you are not going to the masjid? How this will affect on their life? Whatever things we need to see in their life, we have to, my dear respected Islam, we have to, first of all, implementation is first of all our life. For our life, inshallah, our family, our entire family, when they are related by Allah, by deen of Allah, Allah will protect them. Even I am not here, even I pass away, Allah will protect them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran one story very amazing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Nabi Khizr alayhi salam, about him, Nabi or not Nabi, it is some ikhtilaf, but another one is Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam, Khizr alayhi salam, to Nabi Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent for what? To protect the inheritance of two orphans. Because two orphan inheritance is kept under the wall of the somewhere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Nabi, وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ وَكَانَ تَحْتَهُ كَنْزٌ لَهُمَا وَكَانَ أَبُوهُمَا صَالِحًا. To Nabi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to protect the inheritance of the two orphans. What is the reason? Allah mentioned the reason. वकाना अबूहुमा सालिहा, कि इन दोनों के जो बाप थे ना वो अल्लाह के नेकोकार बंदे थे. अल्लाह के नेकोकार बंदे थे. Their father is, they are righteous people in the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you imagine those people who are righteous themselves? Allah protect them by sending the two Nabi. So what about those people who are going in the path of Allah to make alive the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How to righteous come in our life, in other people's life, in entire world? Allah will not protect their family. Allah उनकी घरों की अल्लाह हिफाजत नहीं करेंगे. That's why our teacher Maulana Jamshed Sahab, he used to say, तुम दूसरों के बच्चों की तुम फिक्र करो, अल्लाह तुम्हारे बच्चों की अल्लाह हिफाजत करेंगे. तुम दूसरों के बच्चों की तुम फिक्र करो, अल्लाह तुम्हारे बच्चों की अल्लाह हिफाजत करेंगे. This is the beauty of our effort. So my dear respect in Islam, the second responsibility is how to deal them in in our family, in our community. That's why we need to relate it by our masajid. The effort of the masajid, daily base, whatever effort is happen, we have to we have to go with them. We have to be part of them. Because Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala used to say, Kama tahyawna tamutu wa kama tamutuna tuhsharu. जिन जिन कामों को करते हुए तुम्हारी जिंदगी गुजरेगी, मौत इसी पर आएगी, और जिस हाल में मौत आएगी इसी हाल में तुम्हारा हशर होगा. daily base, whatever you are doing, daily base, the way you live, same way you will die. If you are daily basis, you are busy with what kind of, activities, you will die with that activities. Na'uz billah min zalik. La samahallah. Allah forbidden. Someone is, singing and listening, the song and music every day. Daily basis. Even he is listening, he put, the sound in the ear, in the ear. Daily basis, this has happened. So, one day what happened? Become accident. The sound is on. And last time, he died by disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The way you live, the same way you will die. देखिए, मैं भी खुद देखूं, आप भी देखिए, मैं रोज क्या कर रहा हूं, मेरे कदम रोज कहां चल रहे हैं, मेरे हाथ कहां रोज जा रहा है, मेरी आंख रोजाना कहां दिख रही है, मेरे कान रोजाना कहां सुन रहे हैं. Daily base, where I am looking, what I am listening, what I am talking, where I am going, and what I am doing daily base every day. Dear respectful Islam, a lot of people, their daily base is, busying by disobeying Allah. So their death is also, in disobeying Allah. So that's why daily walk, daily effort of the masajid, we need to relate it. We need to relate it by daily effort of the masajid. Attaching with masajid, joining in gathering of the ulama, in effort of the deen and da'wat and ta'aleem and zikr and ibadat. We need to relate it with masajid. Giving time, for the masajid, going in the path of Allah. If we will do, daily base with this amal, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give my death, by doing this amal. I am listening the ta'aleem, Quran and Hadith. قال الله تعالى, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. And the last, my thing is that the last time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is call you in this condition and situation. This is what we want. So that's why we have to act, we have related by masajid, by amal of the masajid, and we have to work on our community, our family. This is our second responsibilities. And the third responsibility is, my dear respected Islam, how do this deen come in entire world. Entire world, this is also our responsibilities. Because why our responsibility? Because our Quran, what we are reading, जो कुरान हम पढ़ते हैं, ये कुरान खाली एटलांटा वालों के लिए तो नहीं है ना, खाली एटलांटा वालों के लिए. कुरान सारी दुनिया के लिए है. The Quran is for entire world people. So those who are reading this Quran, their responsibility is also for entire world. Very simple. जिस कुरान को हम पढ़ते हैं वो पूरी दुनिया के लिए है, तो आपकी जिम्मेदारी भी पूरी दुनिया है. Quran is alami, alam for the alam, for the entire world. So whoever reading this Quran, their responsibility, because this is our Quran. So whatever thing in the Quran to separate out, this is our responsibilities. So my dear Islam, so Quran is said in the Quran, هذا بلاغ للناس. هذا بلاغ للناس. Whatever thing is in the Quran, to convey the message of the Quran to entire world, this is my responsibility. That's why we are going in the path of Allah. That's why we are going in the path of Allah. About 3 people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guaranteed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guaranteed about 3 people. 3 आदमियों के बारे में अल्लाह ने जिम्मा लिया है. If they are come back from those things, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them reward and full amount of the reward. If they die, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make them as a shaheed. The first person, whoever enter in the house and saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, they are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. वो अल्लाह की जिम्मेदारी में आ गई, अल्लाह के जिम्मे में आ गए. वो अल्लाह ने जिम्मा ले लिया. Whoever saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah when entering the house. Number 2, whoever going to the masajid, they are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the number 3, whoever going in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why I am going to in the path of Allah? What is the purpose? कि Allah का रास्ता, you know, the path of Allah, हर रास्ते का मकसद उसकी इंतहा होती है. घर का रास्ता कहाँ तक पहुंचना है? घर तक. The part of house is to reach the house. The part of market is to reach the market. So Allah का रास्ता अल्लाह तक पहुंचने के लिए, अल्लाह को मिलने के लिए, अल्लाह की मोहब्बत हासिल करने के लिए, अल्लाह से ताल्लुक बनाने के लिए, अल्लाह की मोहब्बत मिलने के लिए. What is the purpose of to go in the path of Allah? To have Allah in our life, to have love of Allah in our life. That's why I am going in the path of Allah. This is our first purpose. Why I am going in the path of Allah? To have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in my life, to make happy Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why I am going in the path of Allah? I am going in the path of Allah to make happy Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are under the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَغَدْوَةٌ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَوْ رَوْحَةٌ خَيْرٌ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا وَمَا فِيهَا कि अल्लाह के रास्ते में एक सुबह एक शाम का लगा देना दुनिया और जो कुछ दुनिया में है इन सब से बेहतर है. Spending one morning and one evening in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is better than whatever in this world, and whatever content in this world is better than you know in the path of Allah. When we are spent just one morning and one evening, because the worldly stuff, there is no value in the eye of Allah. Even the wings of the world, the fly, there is no value compared to wings of the fly. एक मच्छर की पर के बराबर अल्लाह की हैसियत नहीं ये दुनिया, कोई हैसियत नहीं है इसकी. So whatever content in this world, you are spending in the path of Allah by only one morning and one evening. So dear respect in Islam, that's why I am going in the path of Allah, to have the love of Allah, to make connection and connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why I am going in the path of Allah. And to fulfill the responsibilities, because the responsibility on my head, how this deen come in my life, in my community, in my family. The same thing, how this deen come to entire world. No Nabi will come, no Sahaba will come. Now our responsibility to separate out this deen to entire world. Very simple. So that's why we are going the path of Allah. The purpose is to have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to make happy Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why my dear Rasul Islam. So when we are going the path of Allah, we need to, we have to make our time valuable. We need to make our time valuable. So Jamaat must be go, with Jamaat. Not like individual we are going. We're going with Jamaat because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala madad and help is with Jamaat. Yadullahi ala al-jama'ah. The madad of Allah is with Jama'ah. So we are going with Jama'at, so we can learn a lot of things. We can learn a lot of things. 11 people going in the Jama'ah, the 11 amount of the Iman is in your Jama'ah. They become together. All of the nur of the Iman, you can take benefit from them. You can take benefit from them. The way of the way when we sit together with them, when we are learning together, you can learn a lot of things from the Jama'ah. Because you are not going one, you are going with Jama'ah. Allah helps with you, and you can have the benefit from their Iman, from their light of the Iman. क्योंकि ईमान वाले जब इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं वो वली कामिल की बराबर हैसियत हो जाती है. Whenever the mu'mineen become together, it's like same thing. One kamil and complete and perfect wali is with you. Because the Jamaat of the mu'mineen is very effective to change our life. That's why we are going the path of Allah with Jama'at. And there is Jama'at is one Amir. and we need to listen the Amir. We need to listen the responsible person. Very easy. If Jamaat is listening to Amir and Amir is making mashwara with Jamaat. Our teacher Maulana Hassan used to say कि जमात में जाना बहुत आसान है अगर जमात के जिम्मेदार अपने साथियों से मशवरा करके चले और साथी अपने अमीर की इताअत करें, खत्म. If you are listening your साथी, and if you are making mashwara with your साथी and your साथी is listening to your अमीर, very easy to it. And why? So, my dear Islam, we have to start, our journey whenever tashkeel. Our purpose is, to separate out this deen in entire world. So wherever tashkeel decided in mashwara, we will go. We will go in the path of Allah and together. And, first of all, when we start, with our wealth, with our, own things, we will not ask, from anyone. We will ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we will spend in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Apna maal, apni jaan se jana. Apna maal, apni jaan. Apna maal, apni jaan. With our own wealth, with our own stuff, we will go in the path of Allah. And then when you respect Islam, whenever we start, we should start everything. Just I said, we have to make alive the sunnah. Our journey, journey start with according to the sunnah. So in the path of Allah, what is the purpose? What is our goal and targets? 3 goals. How many goals, guys? 3 goals. Number one is why we are going in the path of Allah, to fix our iman and yaqeen and our life according to the sunnah and sharia. This is our first target. This is our first purpose. कि हम अपने आप को बदलने जा रहे हैं. अपने आप को बदल सकते हैं, दूसरों को आप नहीं बदल सकते. आप अपने आप आपके पास है, दूसरों के आपके पास तो नहीं है. That's why our intention must be to fix ourselves. To fix ourselves, to change my life. That's why I am going in the path of Allah. That's why I am going in the path of Allah. This is our first target. And the second target and second purpose is, whenever we go in the path of Allah, whenever masajid, whenever locality we want, my dear respected Islam, just we said, how to make alive this deen in that locality. How to populate that locality with amal of the masajid, with amal of the da'wat ila Allah, zikr, ibadat and khidmat. And my dear respected Islam, the third in our goal and target is, our goal and target is to help each other, whoever is with you in Jama'ah. जो आपसे ज्यादा जानते हैं उससे सीख लो, जो कम जानते हैं वो छोटा बनकर छोटा बनकर सीख लो. Who is more than knowledgeable person, learn from him. And who is like less knowledgeable person, so teach him, consider yourself, I am nothing. Learn from other people who is more than knowledge, more than knowledge you, learn from him. So सीखना, सिखाना, दावत इल्लल्लाह, zikr, ibadat and khidmat. So this is our, so first target is what? The first target is to fix ourselves and to learn each other. And number 2 is to whenever locality we go, we should populate with amal of the masajid. And number 3 purpose, in the path of Allah where we are going to take, to make effort on the people so they go in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in cash. They go in the path of Allah. In the way you are going 3 days and 40 days in cash, so we have to make effort in those localities, in those places. They must go in the path of Allah in cash. This is our 3 goal and 3 targets. 3 goal and 3 targets. The first goal is what? We have to fix ourselves in amal. So that is impossible. If I am, I want to fix myself, but I am not participating amal, how I can fix my life? जिंदगी बनता है आमाल से, और आमाल ही हम नहीं कर रहे, तो इस कैसे जिंदगी बदलेगी? कैसे जिंदगी बदलेगी? If doctor is telling you some medicine and you are not using that medicine, doctor told you to avoid from something and you are not avoiding, so how your health situation become good? So same way, my dear respected Islam, someone is going in the path of Allah, but he is not doing whatever is supposed to do. He is not avoiding whatever is supposed to avoid. So how he can fix his, how his life is changed? Every single amal has the asar and effect. Dawat ilallah, zikr ibad. That's what Maulana Yusuf Saramda used to say. Whoever going in the path of Allah, if he is busying and engaging with these amal every time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make him the suraj of the hidayat, the sun of the hidayat, and Allah protect him from evil of the shayateen and nafs. Number one, dawat ilallah, zikr ibadat, ta'limu ta'allum, and khidmat. With this amal, we must busy in path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we are free, whenever we free from one amal, engage another amal. Whenever we free one amal, engage another amal. Whenever we free one amal, we should not free ourselves, because faragat gunah ka darwaza hai. Faragat gunah ka darwaza hai. So faragat, if you feel free, you remember the door of sin will open soon. That's why we must engage with this amal. Finish from one amal, start one amal. If you cannot do amal, sleep, no problem. Take a rest. To prepare for another, for another amal. Sleep, no problem. But we must engage with this amal. Dawat ilallah, zikr ibadat, and khidmat. And this amal is, so much effect and asset in your life. Praying salat, praying salat with jama'ah, with takbiratul ula, 40 days. Big changing in your life. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, you are not munafiq. Just praying 40 days with jama'ah. Just praying 40 days with jama'ah. Big changing in your life. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are not munafiq. You are not hypocrite. Just praying only salat with jama'ah. When we are going in the path of Allah 40 days, not we are only praying salah. We praying, we listening Quran and Hadith, we doing khidmah, we making dua, we doing a lot of amal. If we are continuously doing 40 days in the path of Allah, this amal, how much big changes in your life? How much big changes you can see in your life? A lot of changes can happen if I am, participating in the amal. So that's why, first of all, dawat ilallah, ta'limu ta'allum, and zikr ibadat, and khidmat. Dawat, to, inviting people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ta'limu ta'allum, we should, participate, learning and teaching and participating in halaqah of the ta'lim, learning Quran and Hadith, and who is knowledgeable person, learn from him. And zikr ibadat, doing zikr and ibadat every morning and evening, recitation Quran, and third kalima, and sending salutation upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and seeking forgiveness and making istighfar. These amal have a lot of effect. My dear respect in Islam, that's why we have to, we have to fix, we have to fix ourselves, with these amal. This is, first our goal and target. The second way is, whenever any locality we go in the path of Allah, so we have to, make alive these amal. These, amal of the dawah, these amal of the, amal of the masajid. Same way, we see whenever, populate with this amal, we should make alive those amal in that area. We should make alive in that area. And the third responsibility is, take, and make jamaat, and cash jamaat in the path of Allah. So to make a cash jamaat in the path of Allah, there is no easy. Haji Abdullah Sahab used to say कि हमारे यहाँ बेतरतीबी का नाम ही तरतीब है. क्या मतलब? There is no tartib about your needs and about your hajat. There is no tartib. Whenever you are going the path of Allah, you cannot say, 8 o'clock I have to eat the breakfast. 11, 12 o'clock I have to eat the, lunch. And 7 o'clock I have to eat the dinner. Otherwise, I am not able to do that. If you said, my own stuff and things are like fixed and, on time, you cannot take out the, you cannot make the, cash jamaat. Whenever you want the cash jamaat, you have to make your things, up and down. If you are not making your own stuff up and down, how people make up and down their own stuff and they go in the path of Allah? अगर हम हमारी अपनी चीज़ों को आगे पीछे नहीं कर सकते और मेहनत नहीं करेंगे तो लोग कैसे अपनी चीज़ों को छोड़कर आपके साथ अल्लाह के रास्ते में जाएंगे? So that's why whenever we go in the path of Allah, we have to, we have to put our stuff, our own needs up and down. Whenever Amir Sahib said any taqaza, anything, I am ready. Anytime. Even I am eating breakfast, Amir Sahib said, oh, you have to go in the jawla. I am ready, no problem. When we make, our things up and down, so people will go in the path of Allah. When we sacrifice for the sake of Allah, anything for the Allah, inshallah, people will go within the path of Allah. They will sacrifice their own needs. अगर कश जमात चाहते हैं, नकद जमात चाहते हैं, पहला काम यह है कि हम अपनी चीज़ों को आगे पीछे करना पड़ेगा, अपने नींदों को कुर्बान करना पड़ेगा, अपने खाने पीने को आगे पीछे करना पड़ेगा, फिर हम अल्लाह के रास्ते में लोगों को नकद वसूल करेंगे. And the second thing is, my dear respected Islam, we have to engage with this locality people. We must engage with this locality people. Like they feel, oh, this Jamaat is, part of our Sati. They never feel, oh, making mashura, their mashura is in one corner and our mashura is one corner. We can never have the Nakat Jamaat, in from that area. Together, they feel together. They are part of our Jamaat. They are part of our masjid. So engage with them, and relate with them, making mashwara with them, and by being minor person and chota bankar unse madad mangna. So whenever they will help you, the locality people, is possible to make the Nakat Jamaat and Cash Jamaat. So this is three targets in the path of Allah with three qualities. Or the one quality is apas ka jod. What apas ka jod? The heart must be together. It's very important. So giving salam each other, don't look at each other shortcoming. Whenever we saw any shortcoming, Haji Sahab used to say, not talk each other. Instead of talking each other, talk Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. आपस में बात करोगे गीबत बनेगी, अल्लाह से कहोगे तो दुआ बनेगी. आपस में कहोगे गीबत बनेगी, अल्लाह से कहोगे दुआ बनेंगे. Whatever shortcoming we look anyone, we should talk Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not talk each other. We should talk Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And giving salam too much, and making khidmat each other too much. So inshallah, with this way, our heart become together. So very important, apas ka jod, because Jamaat has no jod and no muhabbat and no love. How you can walk, make effort in other locality? If your heart is not become together, how you can make together in other locality? So very important, my dear Islam, making dua for each other, helping each other, and my dear respect of Islam. And the second thing is tablighi fikr ko badhana. Tablighi fikr ko badhana. Whenever we go in the path of Allah, the second quality we must have to increase the concern of the da'wat. So to increase the concern of the da'wat, there is no way to increase the the level of the amal. The level of the amal. Every time busy and engaged with this amal, dawat, talim, zikr, ibadat, khidmat. Whenever you increase the level of the amal, your concern level is increased. Your concern level is increased. And the third quality we must have is Allah se मांगने की मिकदार को बढ़ाना. Allah se मांगने की मिकदार को बढ़ाना. One Hasan used to say, if any Jamaat has these three qualities, even they are blind, even they are mute, even they are deaf, they cannot listen, they cannot talking, and they cannot they cannot looking, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will utilize them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them the means of the hidayah. अगर हमारे हाथ आपस में जुड़े हुए होंगे, हमारे दिल जुड़े हुए होंगे, तबलीगी फिक्र को बढ़ाएंगे और अल्लाह से मांगने की मिकदार को बढ़ाएंगे. Even they are blind Jamaat, they are deaf Jamaat, they are mute Jamaat, Allah will utilize them. We are looking, mashallah, a lot of Jamaat, they are mute, they cannot talk, mashallah. Because of them, a lot of Jamaat is coming on in the path of Allah. So inshallah, everybody ready for this, inshallah. Sure. So that's why, inshallah, make intention, to go in the path of Allah. And mashallah, Jamaat is going also from here. And whoever has intention in the path of Allah, this is This life Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. We have to, this is amana, this is trust for the Allah. We have to use for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is nothing, our own stuff here. Whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants, He can take it back. He can take it back. So that's why this is amana. Our wealth, our health, whatever we have this is not our own stuff. This is what Allah has given us. We have to use for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, please make intention. Whoever is not going yet in the path of Allah 4 months, inshallah from this ijtima or from any time, inshallah, make intention inshallah, ताकि हमारी मौत इस ईमान पर आ जाए. This is our purpose. How to die, in this world, and how to leave this world with iman, and we can reach to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this iman. So please make intention inshallah.